Only God can give that woman the kind of joy she has right there. Make a joy.
I am very happy to be here.
Amen. Amen. Yes, sir. Can I get an amen? Yes.
Joy. What up, y'all? It's your boy R to the A to the S, Yiggity yes, Riggity Rise, here with Placebo Carson, Vliggity Vlog, and today we're here to review Jackie Hill Perry. Alright, she got 3 names. Alright, Jackie Hill Perry. You used to call her Jackie Hill, now she added the Perry on there. Alright, Jackie Hill Perry. JHP. Alright. Doing a review of her new CD, MP3. Whatever it's called. The Art of Jizzle. Alright. The Art of Joy. Tell you stuff I like, stuff I did not like, etc., etc., etc. Let me tell you a little couple things, little quick stories. Number 1. I remember a couple years ago when Jackie Hill dropped her first album. This is not her first album, for those you don't know. She dropped the album before this, okay? The album was called, I believe, Music Mixtape Volume 1, Bass. When I heard this album, your boy Wise was pretty upset. Alright? When I heard that album, it was Southern rap. It was basic music. It was sounding like her version of rendition of something that Reach Records would do. And we don't have no beef with Reach Records on this website. Alright? But I didn't want to hear her do no rendition of Reach Records. Okay? Boy Rice was so upset. I got on what used to be, Jam the Hype now. But formerly, TheSouth.com, and put it out there. I didn't care. I was upset because this young lady, as we see with her spoken word, is phenomenal. And then she basically did this kiddie southern rap stuff. Like, oh my goodness, you are not living up to your potential. And one thing I hate, and I mean hate, is when people don't live up to their potential in hip hop. Alright. And she was not. I said it. Yeah, I said it again. She was not. Now, fast forward 2 years later, Legacy Conference. Okay? I'm sitting there. This is, I believe, Friday night, I believe. I can't remember. It was either Thursday or Friday. Jackie Hill comes up with her set. Now I'm just sitting there, I'm sitting there as an observer. I like to observe and watch people see how crowd react and stuff like that. She gets up there and does what we now know is The Solution. I believe, is that The Solution song? Yeah, I think it was The Solution. She gets up there and just spazzes. I mean, spazzes. And I'm sitting there in shock like, what in the world was that? I had a dude come up to me like, did you just hear that? Did you just? And I was like, I know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I was speechless. Okay? Boy, Rise don't get speechless often. But I was sitting there in shock and confusion like, what in the world did I just witness? Then she gets up and do the song she on his album with Eshon. On the last verse, she turns off the music, starts spazzing again. And then she got the nerve just to walk off like she ain't do nothing. Anyway, she walked off like celebrate. She just walked off like, okay, I didn't do nothing right there. And the crowd, going crazy. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter talking about, oh my goodness, what did I? This is crazy. It's like she did a Kendrick. And those of you know who, those of you into quote unquote secular rap, you remember the game Kendrick's song, The City. That was like the first time I really was exposed to the Kendrick that we know now. And on that verse, he spazzed. And that's how I felt listening to Jackie Hill. And what I can say about this album, I ain't gonna do no song by song. I'm just gotta speak my mind. I just want to speak my mind on this one. So you're looking for a quote unquote review, it ain't gonna happen. But what I like about this album most of all is that she is living up to her potential. Now do I think this will be her best album ever? I don't. As dope as this album is, I think she can even do better. But she is in the right direction, and that's what I like to see with artists. Now, sonically, this definitely surprised me. Now, the song Better, I like the song Better, let me make that clear. But Better is what I typically thought this album was going to sound like, okay? A little bit more up-tempo. It sounds like more like some Beautiful Eulogy will rap over. Has that vibe to it. I'm assuming Beautiful Eulogy made it. I'm not sure. I know it's like two production teams or whatever that made this. But I'm assuming it's Beautiful Eulogy. It sounds like them. So I'm listening to the song. That's what I expected this album to sound like. But then you get to the second song, Educated Fools. I mean, this sounds like some New York, East Coast boom bap with Premier scratching. I was totally in shock over that, man. And there's a lot of East Coast influence on this album, which surprises me. Ode to Lauren, Dead Preachers, there's some other songs. They're like the first song has sort of that 808 feel to it, but sonically, this is what you would expect from somebody with her type of lyricism, okay? Again, I don't have no problem with the South or nothing like that. I know she's from St. Louis. But the type of lyricism she does, these are the type of beats she should be rapping over. So I was pleasantly surprised that messed up. My favorite song here is I Just Want to Get There. Mainly because she spazzes with the double time, her delivery, her confidence on the mic, her mic presence. It's just amazing. It's amazing. And I'm not just saying that amazing for a woman. It's just as an MC, particularly in our genre, a lot of people don't have the mic presence that she has. And it just feels like a female Kendrick. Now, I'm not saying she on Kendrick's level, but she has that mic presence, that double time, just command of her flow. You know what I'm saying? And just amazing. Ode to Lauren. I'm going to talk about that. Now, I was curious about this song. I wanted to hear this song. But I didn't know how it was going to turn out. Because a lot of times when Christian artists make these songs, particularly to those who are, we'll just say, not in the Christian genre, it can come off as, I'm trying to preach the gospel to that person. Like, I recognize that you have this talent as an artist, but you're misleading the children, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to name names, but y'all know some of those songs like that if you've been following Christian rap. This song was definitely a little bit different. She definitely acknowledged, Lauren's influence on her, her talent, and things of that sort. And not just like, okay, let me get this out of the way so I can preach to you. It felt like unsincere ode to Lauren, okay? But at the same time, you knew it was going to come, that she was going to, bring the gospel to her, et cetera, et cetera. But I thought overall this was done better than songs I've heard from people who made songs addressing whatever you want to call them, artists that are not in the Christian genre. So I thought it was good. Again, I don't want to get into all the specifics because I just want to speak, man. But overall on this album, just it wasn't a whole bunch of singers. This album wasn't real long. You got a variety of stuff. You got personal stuff. You got your storytelling. You have, content wise, the theme, the art of joy. Of course, when I first heard this, obviously I thought of John Piper, and I know she's a big John Piper stan. So, I definitely thought of that. So definitely what I call the polypiety or reform people definitely will be happy with, the center around, the joy of Jesus, etc. from a content standpoint. Now, when I heard the clips, I said, this has potential to be top 5 album of the year, and I would say, year's not over, but definitely for me, I think it's going to make it. We'll see, because I'm real particular, but as for now, definitely top 5 album this year. I ain't gonna say what place I'm putting in yet, but definitely top 5 album this year. This is just the beginning. She has so many potential of topics she can talk about. She doesn't have to be trapped. She can go straight up gospel, but at the same time she can go poetic, vague, abstract, and she fits within this mold of this humble beast, of this rapper, poet thing that they're creating at Humble Beast. So that's my thoughts. Love to hear yours. See what costs the blow up. Kobe Sutts, and I'm out.